What's good, y'all? It's your boy Tim Money back again, and I got another topic for y'all today. It's just something I was thinking about for the past couple days, and I've been thinking about like the economy and shit for real. Like, I had got on Indeed the other day because I DoorDash full time, so I had got on Indeed the other day, and I was just wondering. I'm like, man, because I haven't got on Indeed in years. I ain't used Indeed in like years. But I got on the other day and I'm like, where is all the jobs at? It was literally like maybe not literally a handful of jobs, but it was not very many at all. So I'm wondering like, what the hell is going on? So I started doing some digging, and I ended up finding out that the job market ain't doing too hot. I actually looked into it, and it was saying how the US had just recently lost over like 90,000 jobs.
The US just lost 92,000 jobs in a month. Economists expected 60,000 jobs to be added, but instead employers cut nearly every sector. Restaurants lost 30,000 jobs, healthcare lost 28,000, factories have now cut jobs in 14 of the last 15 months. Right, and unemployment jumped to 4.4%, and then it gets worse. The government also revised December and January numbers down by another 69,000 jobs that never actually existed. And this after last year, the economy averaged just 15,000 jobs a month under Trump's tariff chaos. So January looked like a rebound, but February killed that hope. One economist even called it a knockdown blow. You have companies not hiring because they don't know what's coming next. The war with Iran spiking fuel costs, the tariffs keep changing, and AI is making employers wonder if they even need new workers. And now you've got the Fed meeting March 17th, and they're split between cutting rates to save the job market and keeping them high to fight inflation, which the war is going to make worse. So ultimately, the economy is stuck, and nobody seems to have a plan to unstick it. But hey, let me know your thoughts and reactions in those comments. Share to spread the word, and follow to stay in the loop.
And I'm like, okay, so that's starting to make sense now on why I'm not really seeing a lot of jobs. Okay, whatever, you know. But then I also didn't think, I'm like, okay, well, in my area, it usually is still a decent amount of jobs though. But I realized like it's only the healthcare, what was it? A little bit of hospitality, job fields, and maybe like, I want to say, what else did I see on there? My bad, y'all. I'm trying to remember everything I seen on there, because all I mainly seen was just a couple like hotel jobs, hospitality jobs, and one handful of like factory and warehouse jobs. And mind you, where I live and where I normally will look for work at, it's always jobs, like tons of factory jobs, by the way. And that's all I've done throughout my whole life is factory jobs. And it wasn't even no factory jobs. But I had figured out why also that I'm starting to notice, you know, on why certain jobs is starting to become unavailable or unobtainable, and why the job market is hurt so bad. And I'm gonna clip this video for y'all here.
Right here, we got about a million things to talk to you about. AI, we want to talk about New York, we want to talk about taxes. Where do you want to start this morning?
I just came from an AI conference out west, and holy cow, they said to me that what we're going to see in the next 6 months outstrips what we've seen in the last 10 years, because the rate of change is on a hockey stick and heading up. And I got to say, I'm pretty up to date on this stuff, and it blew my mind on some of the stuff I was seeing.
In terms of what? What did you see?
Well, there was one company that is selling autonomous coding for enterprises to big businesses, and their revenue is up 100-fold in the last 12 months. So if that continues, it's going to eat a lot of the tech budgets from major corporates that used to go to humans. And so you're seeing the employment of recent computer science graduates fall off a cliff from a lot of programs. If you rewind, 4 years ago, what would we tell young people for a secure career, learn to code? And now the opposite of that is true.
So where are you on jobs long term?
Look, Dario Amodei, the CEO of Anthropic, laid it out very clearly, and he's been doing so repeatedly, saying we're going to automate away up to 50% of entry-level white-collar jobs in the next several years, and I believe him. The easiest people to fire are the people you haven't hired yet, which again is why you see the hiring of recent college graduates heading down, and the underemployment rate over 50%. The unemployment rate among college graduates is now the same or higher than non-college graduates for the first time in history.
How do we fix that? I mean, you're a guy with big ideas. Universal basic income was one of yours. How do we fix this entire issue?
Check it out. You tend to tax things that you want to discourage and you want less of. And we're going to be in a position where we want to shore up labor in every quarter, in every organization and environment. We should actually try to stop taxing labor, because
tax the agents instead?
Yes,
AI agents?
Exactly, Becky. And by the way, Dario Amodei, the second half of his statement, he said, we're going to automate away the white-collar jobs, and you should tax us. And since when does the CEO of a major company raise his hand and say, hey, tax me and mine? Because he sees the writing on the wall, and he knows that there's this massive backlash coming their way.
I've noticed, like, it's just one thing after the next with the economy, and Trump is not here to save the day. I'm sorry to burst you Trump supporters bubble, but Trump ain't here to save the day. He's not. Like, Trump hasn't stood by none of the promises that he's made. Trump serves Israel, and he is not going to make anything better. Sorry again to burst you guys' bubble. I'm not on one side or the other. I could care less. I'm not even a constituent. I'm just out of the whole loop in general. I don't believe anyone's going to come and save the day. I believe everyone that comes in after the other is just going to do the same rhetoric and spout the same rhetoric and spew the same things that the other guys said. Because as you guys can tell, every time we get someone new in the house, nothing really ever changes. Things just get gradually worse. Except this year, and in the last year, it wasn't gradually. I mean, it was like very, very fast on how these things came to be. And I feel like it's just going to continue to spiral downwards. Since, from this point on, I feel like it's just going to spiral downwards. So whatever y'all got going on, job-wise, just try to maintain and hold on to that, because with where we at right now with the economy, we don't know where it's going to end up. And it would suck for you to try to be in between jobs right now, looking for something better or something that's just different because you're tired of the line of work you're doing. And then you realize, like, you really don't have any options. So I would say for right now, just to hold off, because a lot of jobs aren't hiring right now. They're not firing, but they're also not hiring. So I would hold on to what you have for right now until things aren't as grim, which who knows how long that'll be. It might be a while before things can actually get back up to where it needs to be. And then not to mention now with the prices of oil, the barrels of oil going up to $100, could possibly peak to 110 or more, who knows. And gas prices fluctuating, well, not even fluctuating at this point, they're not even stagnant, they're just going up, rising by the day, with diesel being like $6 in some places I've seen. So yeah, it's just becoming a mess, y'all. So just try to maintain, stay level-headed. I just wanted to put another topic out there. I didn't know if you guys was aware of this and how AI is, because people is fine with AI in certain fields as long as it's not affecting them. But then as soon as it hits them, then it starts to become and arise the issue of, okay, now AI is a problem, because there's a lot of people who I've been coming across who's fine with AI, and it's like, no, y'all got to get that out of your mind, because there's nothing fine with AI, people. Nothing at all. There is nothing fine with this AI. Nothing. All AI was put here to do was to take what you have and replace. That is it, and that is all. Because I live in Ohio, and we already got, like, I want to say, I don't remember off the top of my head, but I think we got about 3 or 4 data centers already here. And then I know they just recently arose one in Arizona, a huge one. They've been rolling them out in Texas. So AI was not put here to just make things easier for us or more simple. It also was put here to eventually replace and take what we already have. Hence, the self-driving Waymo cars that we've been seeing, Now DoorDash has the Dash bots. And it may seem cute, you know, fine and all and dandy right now, but as time goes on, you're going to realize these things were just put here to take what we already don't have, which is a stable economy as it is. And eventually we're going to be replaced. It's just a given. This is why these people are doing this, and this is why they're saying, oh, nah, we can't do anything about it. It's too late, blah, blah, blah. It ain't too late. These people had time. They chose to do nothing because they wanted AI to infiltrate and to take what little we have left. So just be mindful, people, and whatever y'all got going on, even if it sucks, just try to, you know, stay clear-minded and focused and just get through it until you can do better or get better. As myself, I'm trying to start multiple businesses just to get around, you know, to get around these things, but everything just start off slow, you know, so everything is gonna take time. But yeah, y'all, I ain't gonna keep y'all too long. I just wanted to run this by y'all because I didn't know if a lot of y'all knew what was going on. Like I said, I just so happened to look into things the other day and I figured out why things are starting to become the way that they are. So with that being said, y'all, it's your boy T Money. And like I said, I'm gonna keep on trying to update y'all with the topics and what's going on. And I ain't gonna ask for too much. I ain't one of these other YouTubers who always yelling out, oh, you know, hype me up, subscribe and follow. Y'all do whatever y'all want to do. Y'all want to like, y'all want to subscribe, y'all want to, you know what I'm saying, comment. Do what you feel is right, because at the end of the day, y'all gonna think for yourself as y'all should. So it's your boy T Money, and I'm gone.
I was just wondering, have you seen the movie WALL-E? Because I feel like, as you've been saying with AI and all the potential benefits, why does it not make sense for us to invest all of our money, all of our time into developing really, really powerful super AIs so that they can just take care of all of our problems? And in the future, we don't have to like worry about things like working and jobs.
Okay, let me answer that. If we had a political system that was run for the benefit of the people, that's exactly what we should do. We should have very powerful AI that does everything for us. We should be very careful to design it so it cares more about us than it does about itself.
Do you think that is what Mr. Musk and Mr. Bezos have in mind? Do you think that's why they're spending hundreds of billions of dollars to say, hey, isn't this great? We could lower the work week. We can guarantee healthcare, high quality healthcare to everybody. We can expand life expectancy. We can solve global warming. Man, let's go do it. That's what we want to do. Do you think that's what these guys have in mind?
Probably not.
Probably not. And what Dr. Hinton was saying is exactly the issue. Are AI and robotics inherently bad? Absolutely not. But again, I get back to the point that I started. Understand, the people who are pushing this transformative revolution are the richest people in the world. They are not staying up nights worrying about working people. In my view, they want even more wealth and they want even more power. So the struggle is not whether AI is good or bad, it's who controls it and who benefits from it. That is really the fundamental issue in my view.